Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Love Wreck Legacy Challenge. As you can see, I have finally gotten the new pack. Adventure awaits. I'm especially excited to use this pack to play a little bit more with Kata. These formative moment challenges are super fun actually. I thought maybe it would be a little messy and I wouldn't really want to play with it, but it actually gives me something to do with my children. And when you go on to Ryu, she's starting this paper crafting skill which fits her perfectly. I do want to say I actually really enjoy this pack a lot more than I had expected, and I'm really excited to see what I can do with it later on. But now back to the story. As summer break finally came around, Ryu needed the time to finally decompress. She was hoping that she could bask in the sun and go into the swimming pool until she found out that the person that was causing all of this stress buildup was actually joining them. Now Ryu didn't complain to her mother. She didn't want to ruin whatever fun Toki had planned or romantic getaway she wanted. But Akira wasn't supposed to be a part of the family. Ryu kept it boiled up and slowly building, hoping that Kata would maybe join her with her feelings. But it had seemed that Kata had accepted Akira, who had now officially moved in to the apartment. Ryu couldn't believe it. Already she was expecting to call Akira dad, which she refused to, and well, he was a nice guy. He was sweet, he let Ryu take her time, he even helped her out with some homework or gave her some tips for her art paintings or her new love for paper crafts. But that's not what she wanted. She wanted to walk away. She wanted to explore the world without this feeling of betrayal from her mother. Would her father have been okay with this? It was a silly thought. Sung-ki would have wanted all of them to be happy, but Ryu didn't want to be happy right now. She just wanted to be at peace, just for a moment. Ryu began walking down when she saw it, the geyser. And as she was going to sit down and relax, it erupted, and all she could do was laugh. It was one of the most exciting things she had ever seen. Nature really proved to her that she could find in it something peaceful. And that's what she did. A walk to clear her head, and she was all right. That next morning, as the sun streamed through the room, Toki had gotten up with Akira. It was time to do a little morning exercise. They went to the community gym in the little retreat, and Ryu saw them. Of course she wanted to join. Why wouldn't she? It was the first time the family all together, even Kata, were doing a workout. Ryu, however, realized that she wasn't the biggest fan of fitness, but she did enjoy watching her little sister dance her butt off. As they ate breakfast, Ryu realized that she wanted to explore the new environment a little bit, maybe by herself. Toki at first had told her no, she couldn't go anywhere alone, but Ryu was able to convince her. And just like that, they went off to a new part of this new expansion pack. Ryu went to a different neighborhood And I do want to say that this world is extremely beautiful. However, I would say this is more so based off of like America. The geysers really remind me of Yellowstone Park, so I do want to say that it's more so based off of that. The jellyfish are so beautiful, and actually after recording this episode, I found out they come here at night and you touch the glowworms, they light up and it's extremely beautiful. So I do want to come back to this neighborhood just to see that. Ryu had found a playset and was finally able to let out some of her pent-up childhood emotions. She wasn't really able to be a kid for long, especially after her grandparents passed away and soon enough her father passed away. She did have to step up to be with her little sister a little bit more. And I do enjoy that teens are able to play. However, I wish there was a button that I could press that just sends them out to play by themselves without me just having to press each part individually to play. The archery skill is super fun and super cute. However, I don't really see myself using this at all. The plum bird is so weird. I don't know how to feel around her. I know she has like challenges you can complete, and I think when I do a full playthrough of the pack, I'll understand her a little bit more and like her a little bit more, but as of right now, she's so creepy. But Ryu ended up running over to the next neighborhood, and this one's like more jellyfish themed. I had her do a little painting of the lighthouse at the dock area. However, I was not able to take this because my inventory is glitched, and I do intend on trying to fix that, maybe changing to another save file and updating my mods. I haven't really decided yet, but I do enjoy this neighborhood the most out of the three. I think mainly because I like small coastal towns. My only critique, I think, so far is I wish there were more lots. Maybe just one or two more for each neighborhood, and it would have been perfect for me. That next day, the family was a little sad that it was the last day of the retreat. They decided to kind of bunker down and have fun, eat their food, relax, do some last minute swimming. But Ryu wanted to do some other things. She really wanted to spend time with her little sister. It felt like it had been ages since Ryu was able to even talk with Keita. Though they did live together, it wasn't entirely easygoing sometimes. Keita would explode, and the sisterly love that was overly complicated would leave Ryu just exhausted. But now it was time to have some fun. So Ryu grabbed Keita and off they went to the nearby park. Keita was ecstatic. It was the biggest playground she had ever seen. She went running around, down the slides, through the tubes, looking through the little windows. And Ryu was happy that she was finally able to spend time with her sister. She sat down and began playing with the sand, making a little sculpture, hoping that she could entice Keita to do an activity with her. But soon enough, Toki called them back, and they went back to San Myshuno. Ryu did miss her family. Not in the, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, but I miss being able to talk with you. She didn't know what to say to any of her family members. But prom was right around the corner, and she would rather focus on that issue than the issue of her separation of familial bonds.